What's happening? I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and I am a lifelong Laker. But first and foremost, before I get into this video, I have got to give a shout out to one Lebron James, not because he's on the team now. I'm getting fitted for that ring, but that's another video. Because this man has done something so selfless and productive and necessary in our society today, and I don't believe it's getting the shine in the media that it needs to. This man just opened up a school, a public school for at-risk youth in the state of Ohio. Bravo to you, Lebron James, 23. Hey, listen, man, that is fantastic. This video is not about that, but I've got to give credit where credit is due, and that is a fantastic accomplishment. Now, unfortunately, a lot of his fans and supporters,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled.
But fear not, because I am here to make sure that they are at least not led astray. If you are enjoying these videos, which I hope you are, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video, as I bring to you this slightly entertaining YouTube channel from a different point of view than you're used to. That's all I'm trying to do. Help you enjoy your day. Might even learn something. I know I do. I surely appreciate all the support on this journey to 1,000 subscribers. The grind continues. But I am here to save the fans and supporters of LeBron James. And you're saying, what's going on? Because there's a fisherman out on the loose. A fisherman. You say, why would they be afraid? Why would they be at risk due to a fisherman being on the loose? This fisherman is one of the best fishermen. I'm not really into fishing, but I do enjoy eating fish, even though I haven't had it for a few years. The fish up at Luby's, that fried fish, man, I used to love that as a youth. But that's a tangent. I'm gonna move back on to what the subject that I was on to before this hand. Listen, there is a fisherman out on the loose, and he has got some of the best bait I have ever seen when it comes to catching prey. This guy, Donald J. Trump, is one of the best fishermen I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm not here to bash Donald J. Trump. I'm not here to bash LeBron James or anything like that. I just give credit for actions that people do. But their actual personalities, hey man, do you, like my brother Los Luthor told me. Listen, this guy's one of the best fishermen I have ever seen. How you figure? Last year, after the Golden State Warriors won the championship, it's common practice, you know, for all of these sports teams, you know, the major leagues, they visit the White House. They get an invitation, but there was a bunch of backlash because a bunch of people were against Trump and the things that he was doing, and he was against them. He's like, I'm not gonna let you shame me. They're like, I'm not gonna continue to let you shame all these other people, but that's another story. But basically, the back and forth went to, it's like, oh, you know, Steph Curry was like, I don't agree with his policies and whatnot. And a bunch of these major league teams, they decided they weren't going to show up. And, you know, Donald Trump was having none of that. None of that. So what did he do? Being the fisherman that he is, what did he say? What did he say? You guys aren't invited. You guys don't deserve to come up here and all this other nonsense. He went into a whole big long story, made it look like he was just uninviting them when they'd already said that they weren't going to come, even if you did send us an invite. But oh no, all that noise he was talking, that was bait. That was bait, my friends. He threw out, Cass is real. He was looking for some big game. He was big game hunting. He threw out that bait, and all these NBA people, especially one, LeBron James, he took the bait. He took the bait, y'all. He went on to Twitter. Why did you just, man, you above all that. Just let it go. Don't make decisions when you are emotional. They usually do not turn out for the best. But listen, he took the bait. He went on the Twitter. He was like, oh man, he wasn't even going to go up there. He's already uninviting himself. He didn't want your invitation, you bum. And there you have it. Call this man a bum. And then he's like, Donald J. Trump is like, he took the bait. He took the bait, and now it's on. Now it's open season for you and all of your followers because you just attacked this man. If you feel like him attacking other people is wrong, don't sink down to his level and take the bait, and you did that. Now fast forward to now. Fast forward to now. Fast forward to now. This guy's going on vacation, talking about Donald J. Trump. He's going on vacation, but he's doing a little work while he's out on vacation. Stay with me. This guy, all of a sudden, you think he's thinking about Don Lemon? Who is Don Lemon? No one would even know who Don Lemon, majority of people, he works for CNN, which he calls fake news. I mean, he doesn't care about Don Lemon. He's not that super popular. He doesn't move the needle. He doesn't carry a lot of weight. But listen. He went on there and he went in. Call that man the dumbest guy on television. Wow. After he interviewed LeBron James about the opening of his school, which is a great accomplishment. But listen, he insulted Don Lemon and he insulted LeBron James in the same tweet. He got two birds with one stone. Two birds with one stone. Now we could have just let that go. Let that go. You don't want to sink down to his level because you think it's so wrong, which I personally agree. But oh no, he is a fisherman above all fishermen, and he's got some fantastic bait, and he caught big game. All these famous people, Michael Jordan even came down out of his ivory tower. And all these people were like, wrong, we're tired of you. Oh, Donald J. Trump, you're the worst, blah, blah, blah. LeBron James is great, and Steph Curry and all that. Everybody just tweeting running to his support is defense, like good people would do. You see somebody struggling in need of assistance and help. You go to their assistance, you go to their side and render aid. LeBron James is a grown man. Somebody calling you dumb is you are above all that. He didn't need anybody to run to his event. It was bait. It was bait. He's not worried about offending Don Lemon's fans because he doesn't have any. At least not enough to affect what he does in the White House. And listen, you like, well, LeBron James got a lot of fans. He surely does. He's super popular. Probably the most popular athlete in the world today. This guy is ultra popular. But it doesn't move the needle when it comes to that man in the White House, Donald J. Trump. You don't believe me? You think, oh, he's got more fans than the man in the White House? Listen, I'm going to take you back to a not wonderful, but an interesting time that I like to call the year 2016. Year 2016, Golden State Warriors had just got the most record wins. I think they were 73-9, just eclipsed the record from the 97 Chicago Bulls or 96. I can't remember the actual year. They had the most wins in the regular season ever. They were up 3-1 and lost in a Game 7 fantastic series, but I'm not really trying to go into that, as LeBron James fulfilled his promise of bringing a championship back to the glorious state of Ohio. He did that. You would think that the most popular athlete in the United States, at least in the NBA, if not in the world, most recognizable, I know, you would think, well, probably, I don't know, there's a bunch of soccer players. They're probably more popular than him. But at least in the NBA, by far, most popular player in the NBA, you would think that his say carries a lot of weight with it. But it doesn't. It doesn't. Listen, in 2016, Hillary Clinton, when she was campaigning or whatever, trying to become the first female president of the United States, going against Donald Trump, he was actively campaigning for Hillary Clinton. He wanted her to win. He desperately wanted her to win, didn't want Donald J. Trump in office. He thought that was crazy. Only an imbecile would let him in there. How would that possibly happen? Listen, you would think that after he in like 50 years, they hadn't had a championship in the state of Ohio. All that time. Cleveland hadn't won a championship. You would think his popularity would be through the roof at an all-time high. An all-time high. An all-time high. This guy openly campaigned for people to vote for Hillary Clinton. Do you know which one of those candidates won the state of Ohio? Donald J. Trump, at the height of his popularity. I don't think LeBron James could ever be more popular than he was after that miraculous comeback and that promise fulfilling victory for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It meant nothing because they still lost the state of Ohio to Donald J. Trump. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean anything. You think he was really, stay with me now, you think he was really attacking Don Lemon? You think he was really, let me tell you the reason he insulted this guy. Because he was going on trips on his vacation. He wasn't just vacationing, he was going to certain states because midterm elections are coming up in November. He was going up to those states in Ohio and like Michigan and like Pennsylvania to show support for all the Republican candidates that were going up for the election, the midterm elections in November. He needed some free publicity. So what did he do? He insulted Don Lemon from CNN, fake news. He insults them, so everybody's gonna pick it up. All the media stations are going to pick that up. They're going to pick that up. They're like, oh, in the news today, he insulted Don Lemon, said he was the dumbest man on TV. He did this on his tour of such and such in Pennsylvania and all these other places. So then everybody's like, oh, it's time to vote. Remember, we got a little free publicity. And it's like, oh, Don Lemon's fans are going to affect it. He ain't got no fans. He's like, oh wow. He also insulted LeBron James. His fans are going to do something. They can't do nothing. If at the height of his popularity, if he couldn't swing the state of Ohio to Hillary Clinton's way, ain't nothing. Insulting him now ain't going to do nothing. It ain't going to do nothing. But what is he going to do? It's going to draw attention to what he's doing. It's going to draw attention to what he's doing, and they're eventually going to talk about what is he doing now. Yeah, he insulted LeBron James on his path, to go to Pennsylvania, go to Ohio, and all these other states right here to show the support for the midterm elections. And those people who, the fan base for LeBron James and fan base for Donald J. Trump, they really don't mix. They're opposite, two separate amount of people. I'm sure there are some supporters of both, but very few, I'm sure. Very few. All he wanted to do was get some attention because they're like, oh, wow, they're showing all this praise to LeBron James. Who cares? That's going to rile up the supporters for Donald J. Trump. They're going to be listening ever so intently to everything he's got to say. He's heaping praise on all these Republican candidates for the November midterm election. And that's the bait. That's the bait. All LeBron James fans, they getting on Twitter and all that other stuff. He doesn't care how many tweets, how many memes and stuff that you put up talking about his hair, how he doesn't love Melania Trump and all this other crap, and how he's lusting over his daughter. He doesn't care about that, and neither do his supporters. It's bait. It's bait. It's free publicity to wake up all of his supporters so they'll be willing to listen to what he's got to talk about right now. And what is he talking about? Go out, support the rest of your Republicans in the November midterm elections. And that's the bait. That's the bottom line. That's the problem. That's the problem. You think he cares about insulting LeBron James? No. He can't stop him from doing what he's doing. Neither can his fans or his supporters. His supporters do not mix. All he wanted was free publicity. It's been on every channel, every media outlet. They're like, oh, he disrespected or whatever LeBron James on his journey to Pennsylvania and Michigan and Illinois for the midterm elections. Now everyone's talking about the midterm elections. That's the problem. Don't be led astray. Stop worrying about trying to support LeBron James. If you don't like what Donald J. Trump is doing, you need to support the opposing candidates. Don't worry about getting on Twitter. Get in the voting booth. talking about that man and calling him out of his name and all that and supporting LeBron James and all, man, you doing a great thing. He don't need that heaps of praise. If you don't agree with what someone is doing, you need to take action. You need to take action like Donald J. Trump supporters do. They take action. They're not on Twitter. They're not on Facebook with these memes. If they are on Facebook and they're on Twitter, they're telling the rest of the supporters to go out and vote to make a difference. That's how you are heard. That's how you are heard. I got to give it up. Not to Donald J. Trump. If he's coming up with this, I'm sure his campaign guys, the masterful strokes. They know exactly how to work the media and get people riled up. That brings a bunch of attention, and then the people who are actually going to take action, his supporters, they actually go out and take action. The supporters for everybody else, we just go on Twitter and we make memes and all that other nonsense. Yay, and we get new filters or whatever. Like, listen, that doesn't make change. You've been bamboozled. But hopefully after watching this video, and I appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your day, hopefully the wool has been pulled from over your eyes. That's all it was. And they all took the bait. They all took the bait. Don't take the bait anymore. That's all I'm saying. That's all. If it looks too good to be true, don't take the bait. You're smarter than that. You're much smarter than that. Like I said, I'm not here to bash anybody, but I'm just saying, hey, there's a better way to go about doing things and to initiate action and change. Don't take the bait, no matter how delicious and enticing it may look. I appreciate you taking a look at this video. Make sure if you're enjoying the things that I'm doing, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you're alerted every time there's a brand new video on this quest to 3,000, well, not 3,000, on this quest to 1,000 subscribers, 3,000 after that. If you feel they may enjoy the content, feel free to share this video with your friends, your families, your homies, your neighbors, your BFFs forever, your boss, your co-workers, your fans, and your followers. I'm Ironman from the music group The Lottery, Showtime Records, and it's just how I see it. Be blessed and Godspeed.